Good day, grade 6. I'm Jeffrey D.C. Herrera, your subject teacher in mathematics. Today, we will talk about on how to add or subtract decimal numbers to 10,000s with or without regrouping. Handa na ba kayo? Kung handa na kayo, tayo nang mag-aral at matuto ng math. Before we start, let us have a short drill in addition and subtraction of whole numbers. What is the sum of 234 and 128? You did great! What is the difference of 567 and 123? Very good! Now, let us read and study the problem. Yesterday, I went to Tungkong Market to buy basic needs. I bought 3 kilograms of rice for 150 pesos and 75 centavos, 1 kilogram of chicken for 125 pesos and 50 centavos, and 1 kilogram of fish for 121 pesos and 25 centavos. If I have 1,000 pesos, how much money left to me to buy for other needs of my family? Okay, now let us understand the problem. What is asked in the problem? Very good. The money left to me to buy for other needs of the family. What are the given? Great! 150 pesos and 75 centavos. This is the cost of 3 kilograms of rice. 125 pesos and 50 centavos. This is the cost of 1 kilogram of chicken. And 121 pesos and 25 centavos. So this is the cost of 1 kilogram of fish. Is there a hidden question in the problem? Yes. So what is the hidden question in the problem? Nice! The total amount I spent. Now, after understanding the problem, let us make a plan. In making a plan, we should know the operation that we're going to use to solve the problem. What are the operations to be used? Very good. The operation to be used is addition and subtraction. What is the mathematical sentence? You're right. The mathematical sentence is 1,000 pesos minus, open and close parenthesis, 150 pesos and 75 centavos plus 125 pesos and 50 centavos plus 121 pesos and 25 centavos equals n. Before solving the problem, let us know first the steps to follow in adding and subtracting decimal numbers. Step 1. Arrange the digit vertically so that the decimal points and the other digits with the same place value line up in vertical line. Step 2. Put zeros, if needed, to make same numbers of decimal places. Note, putting zeros at the right of a decimal number does not affect its value. Step 3. Add or subtract as we do for whole numbers. Step 4. Regroup if necessary. Step 5. Put the decimal point in your answer aligned with the other decimal points. Now, let us solve the problem. This problem is a two-step word problem. So, we need to do the first and the second step before solving it. The first step to solve the problem is we need to find the total amount I spent in buying 3 kilograms of rice, 1 kilogram of chicken, and 1 kilogram of fish. Now, let us follow the steps in adding decimal numbers. The first step is we need to arrange the digit vertically. Be sure that the decimal point is aligned with the other decimal point, the same with the digit with the same place value. 150 pesos and 75 centavos plus 125 pesos and 50 centavos plus 121 pesos and 25 centavos. Now, let us move to our next step. We need to add zeros, but in this case, we don't need to add zeros because our decimal places in each digit is the same with the other decimal places in the other addends. So, we need to move in our third step. So, the third step is we need to add as like in adding whole numbers. So, we need to start in the rightmost digit. So, we need to add 5 plus 0 plus 5. So, the answer is 10. So, our answer is 10. So, in addition, we need to regroup if our answer is more than 9. So, in this case, we need to regroup. So, we need to write 0 and then carry 1. So, let us add 1 plus 7 plus 5 plus 2. The answer is 15. So, we need to regroup also. So, we're going to write 5 and then carry 1 from our ones column. So, let us add 1 plus 0 plus 5 plus 1 is 7. Now, 5 plus 2 is 9. And then 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So now let us move to our last step in adding decimal numbers. So we need to put the decimal point directly aligned to the decimal point of the other addends. So the answer to the total amount that I spent is 397 pesos and 50 centavos. Now, let us move to the second step. In order to find the answer to our problem, we need to subtract the total amount I spent from the total money that I have first. So, 1,000 minus 397 and 50 centavos. So, it means we need to arrange this also in vertical form. So, after arranging the minuend and the subtrahend in the vertical form, we need to add zeros. Since we don't have the same place value as our subtrahend, so we need to put 2 zeros in our minuend. Now, let us subtract as like in subtracting whole numbers. So let us subtract 0 minus 0 is 0. We can't subtract 5 from 0, so it means we need to regroup. In subtraction, we regroup by means of borrowing. So we need to borrow on the non-zero digits. The only non-zero digit in this number 1000 is 1. So it means we need to borrow 1 from 1. So 1 will become 0. And then 0 will become 10. Since the number of beside to 0 is also 0, so we need to regroup again. Let us borrow 1 from 10, and then will become 9, and 0 will become 10. So we need to borrow again because the digit at the right of 10 is also 0. So we need to borrow 1 from 10 again, and then 10 will become 9, and then 0 will become 10. So we need to regroup again. So we need to borrow 10 from 10, and then 10 will become 9, and then 0 will become 10. So now, can we subtract 5 from 10? Yes, so let us subtract. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 9 is 0. And then 9 minus 3 is 6. So, now, let us put the decimal point directly aligned to the other decimal points. So, the answer is 602 pesos and 50 centavos. Now, let us move to our last step. Let us check. So, let us check if follow correctly the step in adding decimal numbers and also in subtracting decimal numbers. So, if we check it and we are sure that our answer is correct, so we can conclude that 602 pesos and 50 centavos is the money left to me. Now let us have other examples. Let us add 234 and 22 hundredths plus 307 and 2,578 10,000ths. First step is we need to arrange the digit vertically and be sure that the decimal points of the addends aligned and also the digit with the same place value is also aligned. So now, the second step. So look at the decimal places. If the decimal places is not complete, so we need to add zeros. So in this case, the other addends has 4 decimal places. The first addends has only 2 decimal places, so we need to add 2 zeros. Now, let us move to the third step. Let us add like a whole number. So, we need to start in adding at the rightmost digit. 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 7 is 7. 2 plus 5 is 7. 2 plus 2 is 4. And then 4 plus 7 is 11. So, we need to regroup. So, we need to write 1. And then carry 1 from our tens column. So 1 plus 3 is 4. And then 2 plus 3 is 5. So now let us move to our last step. We need to put the decimal point directly aligned with the other decimal point of our addends. So, when you add 234 and 22 hundredths plus 307 and 2,578 10,000ths, the sum is 541 and 4,778 10,000ths. Now, let us have other example in subtraction of decimal numbers. Let us subtract 82 and 456 thousandths minus 63 and 6,508 10,000ths. So first step is we need to arrange the digits in vertical form. If we arrange the digit in vertical form, be sure that the decimal point is aligned with the other decimal point and also the digit with the same place value is aligned. So now, let us move to the second step. So we need to put zeros. So since the decimal places of our minuend is not equal to the decimal places of the subtrahend, so we need to add 1 zeros to make it complete. So now, after that, we need to move in our third step. We need to subtract as a whole number. So we need to subtract at the rightmost digit. So let us subtract. We can subtract 8 from 0. So we need to regroup. We need to borrow 1 from 6 thousandths. 6 thousandths will become 5 thousandths and 0 10 thousandths will become 10 10,000ths. So let us subtract. 10 minus 8 is 2. Now, 5 minus 0 is 5. Then, 5 minus 5 is 0. So, we can subtract again 6 from 4. So, it means we need to regroup. We need to borrow 1 from our ones. 2 ones will become 1 1. And then, 4 tenths will become 14 tenths. So, 14 tenths minus 6 tenths, the answer is 8. Now, let us subtract our ones. So, 3, we can subtract 3 from 1. So, it means we need to borrow 1 from our 8 tenths. So, 8 tenths will become 7 tenths. And then our 1 ones will become 11 ones. So 11 ones minus 3 ones, the answer will be 8. And then 7 tenths minus 6 tenths, or 7 minus 6 is 1. So now, let us move to our last step. We need to put the decimal point directly aligned with the other decimal point of the minuend and the subtrahend. So, when you subtract 82 and 456 thousandths minus 63 and 6,508 10,000ths, the answer is 18 and 8,052 10,000ths.
Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood at pakikinig. Basta laging tatandaan, math saya ang matuto ng math. Hanggang sa muli!